All right, let's shift gears for a second. The victim in this case, Frida Veach, was a beautiful woman. She stood at 6'1", and she was so protective of her friends, some even called her mama. A month after the crash, Leyritz wrote a letter to Veach's family offering them prayers and condolences. He even promised to do a few things to help them out, but her family's attorney says so far, those words have just been words, no action, and that attorney, Sam Coffey, joins us now. Sam, thank you for being with us today. And Sam, talk to us a little bit about that. The actions that Jim Leyritz promised in that letter that aren't being delivered, what are those?
Hi, thank you for having me here today. Mr. Leyritz, I mean, there's a note there which you folks have been talking about, and I sincerely believe that was crafted very eloquently by his attorneys for use in a case just like this. Since the crash, Mr. Leyritz has denied involvement, denied he did anything wrong. He did resolve the civil case with us earlier this year in May, where his insurance company paid $250,000 to the family, but Mr. Leyritz hasn't paid a dime himself of his own money. Mr. Leyritz has made a commitment to the family where he's promised to pay them $100,000 over 100 months at $1,000 a month for payments starting in April of next year. But to date, Mr. Leyritz, he's made a commitment, made a promise. We hope he keeps his commitment to the family.
But is this because, is he not making that payment now because his money is lacking? I spoke to one of his friends yesterday who said he was broke. I understand that at one point he tried to offer part of his pension, and maybe that was denied not by him, but by maybe his pension board. Does he have any source of income to be able to pay that amount? I mean, could that even happen? And if not, how could you get to it?
Sure. Mr. Leyritz has the ability at any time he likes to tap into his pension. He has the ability. Mr. Leyritz, if he delays taking the pension, the older he gets, the more money he will make per month because he has 10 years of service in with Major League Baseball. So if he waits until he's 45 or 50, he'll get a larger monthly payment. So that's a decision on his part. Additionally, his ex-wife, through the divorce proceedings, is entitled to 50% of his pension. She's not receiving monies either because of his decision not to take the pension. So as soon as Mr. Leyritz decides to take his pension, there's a source of funds available. Okay,
very interesting to know. Now, Sam, I want to ask you about the family. We see Jordan Veach, his father, other members of Frida Veach's wide group of friends and support system in that courtroom. How are they holding up throughout this trial, at least at this point?
They want the proceeding done with. They want this over with. This is a nightmare for the family. They resolved the civil claim. They compromised it. And they tried to resolve it a year before the paperwork was actually signed in this case. And the delay was in large part on the part of the defense, either getting a securing the future payments of the structured settlement or getting approval of the settlement documents by Attorney Bogenschutz because he didn't want anything in those documents to compromise the position in the criminal case. Quite frankly, today is Julian Veach's 8th birthday. And I'm going to his birthday party tomorrow. But his mom's not around. His mom hasn't been around for almost 3 years, and this family wants to heal. They want closure. They want to get this over with. And the jury verdict in this case will be a big part of that.
How is Julian doing, Sam? I think I see a picture of him right there when he was just a baby with his mom, having his 8th birthday today. How is he doing without Frida?
Look, he's doing great. He has loving folks around him. His dad, his grandparents. This little boy is very, very well cared for, and he knows he's loved. His mom, unfortunately, is no longer in his life. I couldn't begin to imagine how to adjust to that as a child, but this is what his life is going forward. He has a loving family that does support him, and he's doing great. He's in school. He's getting ready for his party tomorrow. He's celebrating today. And unfortunately, this is going to be every day for the rest of the little boy's life as he grows up to be a man.
Thank goodness he has his family around him. Sam, I just have one more quick question for you. The defense's case is coming up. How does the family feel now about its chances for a guilty verdict?
They're strong. They're keeping the faith. They believe truly that Mr. Leyritz is at fault for this tragic accident. His blood alcohol content was well in excess of the legal limit. He had the ability to control that vehicle. His passenger said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," before the collision. He crashed the car. He drove the car for 2 blocks and parked in a Burger King parking lot before walking back to the scene.
Sam, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time, and please pass along our condolences to the Veach family when you go to that party today.
thank you for your time, and thank you for having me.
All right.